Next is Councillor Stintz.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Out of order.
I'm out of order. That the Fire Chief provide a copy of the signed-off report to Works and Emergency Services that was provided to the General Manager of the Toronto Transit Commission. This is not about building Transit City. This is about the St. Clair right-of-way. So just that we're clear about the decisions that we're making today, it's not about whether we have the capacity to city build. It's not about whether council has a vision for the city. And it's not about whether the mayor can deliver on his transit plan. It's about very specific questions about whether or not the St. Clair right-of-way can be used by emergency vehicles to access emergency situations. And the challenge for this council is that we were told in 2004 that it would be. We were told in this report that came to council that the 2 center lanes would be reserved for streetcars and emergency vehicles. This is a report dated 2004. And in fact, we learned today that that's not the case. That I accept the fire chief's comments, that the St. Clair right-of-way was never intended for exclusive use of emergency vehicles, and that's what makes this report concerning. That this report was done out of context. But it's imperative for this council that we understand the context within the fire chief commented back to the TTC on how the right-of-way would be used, so that council understands what those expectations were. Because in fact, it's not what our expectations were collectively. And I don't think it's what the expectations were of the people who live on St. Clair. And we have a fiduciary duty to the people who live on St. Clair to make sure that their expectations are met. And in fact, if this center right-of-way is not to be used for emergency vehicles, then we just need to be honest with them about it. And we don't have to cast dispersions on the people who brought this to light. And we don't have to question the motives and the judgments of people who are asking questions today because we're trying to do our fiduciary duty. I voted for the St. Clair right-of-way. I think I even voted to bury the hydro wires. And this is not about the money. This is about public safety. This is not about the motivations of councillors. This is about ensuring that people know they are safe in this city. And this is not about Transit City. This is about the St. Clair right-of-way. Because in fact, if there's lessons to learn out of the St. Clair right-of-way, we need to learn them now and apply them to Transit City. And if there was something that the fire chief gave to the Toronto Transit Commission that should have been given to Works and Emergency Services, then we need to know that now before we make the $6 billion investment that is going to radically transform this city. This isn't about our vision. This is about our duty. This is about our opportunity and about our obligation. So please support my motion so that we can get the facts. Because to Councillor Delgrand's point, what we have right now is an opinion. And what we have right now is a press release. But what we don't have right now is a verification of the facts. This will enable us to get those facts. It won't delay any construction. It won't cost a cent. It actually could protect us moving forward in the future. And it would go a long way to letting the residents know on St. Clair Avenue that in fact they are safe, that they will receive their emergency services, and that we know we've done our job. Thank you.
Yes, the motion has yet to be transcribed by the clerks. We need a moment, so we'll just take a moment.
What do you mean by Works and Emergency Services?
Oh, the committee.
Oh,
the committee.
Public Works Committee?
Public, thank you.